Hrothgar discoursed, to the hall building went he stood by the pillar, saw the steep rising hall roof gleaming with gold gems, and Grendel his hand there. Hrothgar gives thanks for the overthrow of the monster. For the sight we behold now, thanks to the wielder 5 early be offered. Much evil I bided, snaring from Grendel. God can e'er accomplish wonder on wonder, wielder of glory. I had given up all hope, when this brave liegeman came to our aid. But lately I reckon ne'er under heaven comfort to gain me for any of sorrows. 10, while the handsomest of houses horrid with bloodstain gory uptoward. Grief had off-frightened each of the wise ones who ween not that ever the folk troops' defenses 'gainst foes they should strengthen, 'gainst sprites and monsters. Through the might of the wielder 15, a doughty retainer hath a deed now accomplished which erstwhile, we all with our excellent wisdom. If his mother yet liveth, well may she thank God for this son. Failed to perform, may affirm very truly what woman soever in all of the nations gave birth to the child. If yet she surviveth, 20 that the long-ruling lord was lavish to herward in the birth of the bairn. Now Beowulf dear. Hereafter Beowulf, thou shalt be my son. Most excellent hero, I'll love thee in spirit as bairn of my body. Bear well henceforward the relationship new. No lack shall befall thee 25 of earth joys, any I ever can give thee. Full often for lesser service, I've given hero less hardy hoard treasure precious. Thou hast won immortal distinction. To a weaker in war strife. By works of distinction, thou hast gained for thyself now, that thy glory shall flourish 30 forever and ever. The all-ruler quite thee with good from his hand, as he hitherto did thee. Beowulf replies, I was most happy to render thee this service. Beowulf answered, Ecgtheow's offspring. That labor of glory most gladly achieved we, the combat accomplished, unquailing we ventured 35 the enemy's grapple. I would grant it much rather thou wert able to look at the creature in person, faint unto falling, the foe in his trappings. On murder bed quickly I minded to bind him, with firm holding fetters, that forced by my grapple 40 low he should lie in life and death struggle, lest his body escape. I was wholly unable. I could not keep the monster from escaping, as God did not will that I should. Since God did not will it to keep him from going, not held him that firmly hated opposer, too swift was the foeman. Yet safety regarding 45, he suffered his hand behind him to linger, his arm and shoulder to act as watcher. He left his hand and arm behind. No shadow of solace the woebegone creature found him there nathless. The hated destroyer liveth no longer, lashed for his evils, 50 but sorrow hath seized him, in snare meshes hath him close in its clutches, keepeth him writhing in baleful bonds. There banished for evil the man shall wait for the mighty tribunal. God will give him his deserts. How the God of glory shall give him his earnings. 55 Then the soldier kept silent, son of old Ecglaf. Unferth has nothing more to say, for Beowulf's actions speak louder than words. From boasting and bragging of battle achievements, since the princes beheld there the hand that depended, neath the lofty hall timbers by the might of the nobleman, each one before him, the enemy's fingers, 60 each fingernail strong steel most resembled, the heathen one's hand spur, the hero in battle's claw most uncanny, quoth they agreeing. No sword will harm the monster. That not any excellent edges of brave ones was willing to touch him, the terrible creature's 65 battle hand bloody to bear away from him. B. and TB. Read Stathel, and translate stood on the floor. For snaring from Grendel, sorrows at Grendel's hands has been suggested. This gives a parallel to Loth's, Grinna may well be Gen. PL. Of Gian, by a scribal slip. The so punctuation has been followed, but B. has been followed in understanding Jewelkni as object of Widskofen Hieft, gr. Construes Wea as nam abs.